Hi everyone, and welcome to this edition of Celebrity Signings, which is the August 2017 edition. So this month I've received, or purchased, or received 9 autographs. So we'll crack straight on, and I'll show you what I got this month. So the first one I got in August was this one from John Levine. John plays Sergeant Benton in Doctor Who, predominantly during the sort of John Pertwee era, mostly, and through I think into the Tom Baker era as well. Um, but I've never met John before. I had never met John before, and I went to an event called Geek Fest back at the beginning of August. To be honest, it wasn't the best of events. The celebrities they actually had there were not that great. But on the day they announced that John was going to be there. I'd never met him, so obviously had to grab an autograph and a photo with him as well. So this is the picture I got. I really like this. It's a picture of John with it's a picture of John with John Pertwee. It's a fairly new image. He said he hadn't seen it before until this event, or only up until very recently. It was really cool, and he signed it in silver for me, which is great. So really, really pleased with that one, and nice to get my first opportunity to meet John. And add him to my ever-growing list of people that I've met and got autographs from Doctor Who. Next up is an autograph of Carol Cleveland from Monty Python, pretty much the main female in the Monty Python lineup. Never really remembered, but or not quite as well remembered as the main Monty Python cast. But she played a huge part across all of the series and most of the films. In fact, I think pretty much all the films as well. I didn't go to London Film and Comic Con this year, but a friend of mine actually went and offered to get any autographs I wanted. Most of the people I wanted autographs from, to be honest, the queues are going to be ridiculously long, but I knew Carol's wouldn't be that massive, and she was only charging a tenner, I think, for an autograph, which is really good. I've already got signatures from some of the Monty Python team, and you'll have seen those elsewhere on the site. But I actually got this picture, or my friend got this picture signed. I didn't know what picture she was going to have, so I just asked him to pick one. And I like this because it's from the show, and it's her with Michael Palin. I may even send off to Michael to get it signed at some point. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I got this one back, which is great. It says, "To Carl, best wishes, Carol Cleveland." And he also took a picture of Carol signing it for me, which is brilliant as well. So I was really pleased with that. So that was Carol Cleveland from London Film and Comic Con. The next set of autographs I got, I actually purchased online from Kyra Schon. And Kyra plays the little girl in the original George Romero Night of the Living Dead. She's had a web shop for a good few years, and I messaged her a couple of years ago, and she said she wasn't really doing autographs and stuff anymore, and she was moving house and she couldn't find the stuff, and it just sort of died a death, really. And about a year and a half went by, and I decided to drop her a line again and said, "Look, I really still want an autograph from you. Is it possible?" And she dropped me a line and said, "Well, look, I haven't done this for ages, but yeah, I'd love to get back into do it again because I love the film and I appreciate the fans are out there." So I asked her if she could sign a picture for me. I paid for it. It wasn't a huge amount. I think it was like 15 quid or something, which is pretty much what you pay at most cons these days anyway. And she sent me this, which says, "Hey Carl, let's do lunch, Kyra Schon." And then she also sent me a second picture as well for free, which is really cool. It says, "To Carl, I hurt, Kyra Schon." And she basically wrote me a really nice letter saying, "Look, really appreciated you getting back in touch. It spurred me back into kind of doing my autograph and web shop and stuff again," which is really cool. So she was really nice, and she sent me these 2 pictures, so I was really pleased with that. And a really nice couple of additions to my ever-growing sort of Night, Day, Dawn of the Living Dead collection. Next autograph I got, it's actually a book that I purchased, and one of those rare occasions where I've bought something with no kind of real evidence or providence about it. But I thought it was worth a punt. It was in a charity bookshop, and it's from the film and TV producer Lew Grade. Lew passed away a good few years ago now, but I was browsing through the books, and they had this copy of Still Dancing by Lew Grade. And in the book, it's signed, "To David, my best doctor's dad, with best wishes and regards, Lew Grade of Elstree." And to be perfectly honest, the likelihood is this is a real autograph. I mean, why somebody would fake an autograph from Lew Grade, who was a film producer, and put such a bizarre inscription in it and then give it to a charity shop is anybody's guess. So it's almost certainly going to be a real one. The book looks really interesting anyway, but it's from somebody, as I say, who's no longer with us, and is linked to film and TV, which is a huge passion of mine anyway. So a really great find, and it didn't cost me a huge amount of money at all, which is fantastic. The next autograph I got, these are actually via venue from actor Russell Tovey, probably best known from Doctor Who, but also from more recently from Quantico. This is him in Quantico. I can't remember the name of his character; it's terrible, but I love the program, and his character was very good in it. He was, I think, maybe still is appearing in a venue in London. So I sent a couple of pictures through. I sent this one from Quantico, and this one from Doctor Who, and I think it took about 4 months in the end for him to sign them and get them back, but really, really pleased with these, especially as, yes, he's a British actor and he's kind of done lots of Brit stuff, but now he's made it big with Quantico. I've got a feeling he's going to be a lot harder to get autographs from down the line from his agent, so really, really pleased to get both of these back from Russell Tovey via venue. Next autograph I got is actually my second autograph from Pete Best, who used to be the drummer in the Beatles before Ringo Starr. I got one from him ages ago. If I can open the link, I'm not sure if it'll work or not. The link doesn't seem to be working at the moment. But if you go onto my page, you should be able to click the link and go through and see the original picture that I originally got. But I got one signed from him, but I decided to send another because I found this photograph online that I really liked. And it's from his Beatles days. It probably in the run-up to when he got fairly unceremoniously booted out of the Beatles and replaced with Ringo Starr. But you know, for somebody who was treated pretty shittily, he still is happy to sign Beatles stuff, which is really cool. And I mean, it's impossible to get any Beatles stuff signed these days anyway, so this link, this connection with the Beatles is fantastic. Definitely worth writing to Pete because he's very good. I think it took about, let's say, probably about 3 months, again, for a turnaround on this. But to have Beatles memorabilia signed, anybody with a connection with the Beatles is fantastic, so very, very pleased to get this back from Pete. My next set of autographs I got are from Tim Kazurinsky, who plays the character Sweet Chuck in the movie series Police Academy. I haven't written to anybody in America for a very, very long time, but I decided to give this one a go because I had some Global Forever stamps knocking around. So I got some pictures of Tim, 2 pictures from Police Academy, as you can see here, and wrote off to him. Took about probably about 4 or 5 months to get this back. This one's really nice. I love this picture. And he signed this, obviously you can see Tim Kazurinsky is from the film. The other one I got, unfortunately, it's kind of a bit smudged and a bit faded. You can see it over to the left-hand side. It hasn't really transferred too well. It's the pen type probably wasn't the best, and it's smudged while he's obviously put it in the envelope. But this one is a really nice quality picture, and I'm very, very happy with this one. He also wrote me a really nice note saying what else he's been up to, what his past is, and what other films he's been involved with, and he's given me a couple of recommendations of films that he actually wrote the screenplay for, which is really cool. So that was a really nice response from Tim, and I'm very happy with that. Next autographs I got, in fact these may be next autographs I got, I thought these might be the last one. The next ones are another through the mail success, and it's from Indira Varma, who is probably best known from Torchwood and Game of Thrones and loads and loads of other stuff. This took about 8 months to get back. I sent Indira 3 photographs. I sent her this one, which is from the film Kama Sutra, which is probably, I think, is actually her very, very first on-screen performance, I think. And she signed that, Carl, love Indira Varma. This is from her role in Game of Thrones. And she signed this Carl Best Indira Varma, and then I sent this picture. I printed it out. It actually didn't come out very well because the picture chopped, the way I'd sort of set the picture up, it chopped half of the word Torchwood off and half the tops of everybody's heads, but I thought, bugger it, I'll send it off anyway. And she signed it in gold across her chest, which is really cool. So that's a nice picture, but I really like the Game of Thrones one, which is brilliant and go really nicely with the rest of my Game of Thrones collection. And obviously this is a lovely picture of her as well. So really, really nice response from Indira Varma. And the last autograph this month, one I'm really, really happy with. Again, this is going back to London Film and Comic Con. I didn't go to the event, but they do like a pre-order thing where you can send items in to be signed by guests. And they had John Cleese at the event. I've already got some items signed by John Cleese, but a while ago I started building up this Monty Python picture, which was signed in person by Terry Jones, through the mail by Michael Palin. and because Terry Jones is very, very hard to get through the mail anyway, because a lot of his stuff is supposed to be secretarial, but this was an in-person signing. And John Cleese was at the event. He wasn't cheap, but I thought I'd bite the bullet and risk sending my picture in to show Masters, and I got it back a couple of days ago. So this is my Monty Python picture, currently signed by Michael Palin on the left, John Cleese in the middle, and Terry Jones over to the right. I am umming and ahhing whether to risk sending it through the mail to Terry Gilliam as well. Eric Idle's not going to happen. That's not going to happen at all. Obviously, sadly, Graham Chapman's no longer with us, but I'm tempted to send to Terry Gilliam, but we'll see on that one. So this is my currently growing Monty Python collection, which I'm really happy with, and hopefully, if I do decide to send to Terry Gilliam down the line, I will most likely get framed and put on the wall. And that's it for August. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions about any of the autographs I've got and you want to leave them below, please leave a comment. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, because, I mean, it's just, why not? It's good fun to share. So please like and subscribe. And yeah, leave any comments, and I will speak to you all again very soon. Cheers all. Bye-bye.